Ebusia, mami fa kunya we na ase, e mo akwaba express tuni. Ye papa I said Dr. Lawrence Tetteh. Yeah, sofo. Baba be di nkomo. I know na yemu se nya sofo nyina na ya sofo. Ono nye so a politician yo. Onye sofo nye politician but na be address no as such. Ya so won. To di kokromoti pa yi a. Ye de asotro le ja kwan. Nti uka assembly deserve nyansa responded. Give me muso be no matter how your status is. Walk around. He say me is a hwini. It is a way ready some person be this before atam na say who be tribe asema know how to go about it. They say they know how to go about it. Who can anyhow almost the bema anyhow. Eba sa ebe anyhow to any how. Na yenko negotiate say anko money mo bi. Emra.
As far as the early 90s.
Okay.
Now go back and Google and look at This Nonsense Must Stop. How many years has been doing it in Ghana?
Okay.
It is a message that God gave to me, the absurdity of life. This nonsense must stop. It's not only about LBG. LBG is one of the nonsense. Mm-hmm. But that's not the only nonsense that must stop. One of the nonsense that must stop was what I spoke to you about this morning. That you sit here in Accra and speak only Twi, and you don't speak the Ghana language. It is not fair. Absurdity, it must stop. What is this nonsense must stop? This nonsense must stop is something that is not right. This nonsense must stop. Certainly, if we want to tell me...
Yes, so for Jimmy for... Yes, so for Jimmy. And nonsense now, what can that mean? I did be a young son him. And he is rather referring to himself, say, I'm yes, so for my Jimmy. In me answer, me a quasi because the ATM my Jimmy Nimi answer, me quite is swinging and say. And people also know. Me ye me who say me ye nipa bi a me pe Ghana sem and so when this buy and the same thing they cause to me nka enti amam me magimi on to me into me sir also for Lawrence Tetteh you be a wagimi once say be ma kwoti so be bra ma on to me dwini deep cause on to me deep man ho nsane nti amana abenya problem di amano it office asantefo na ye the problem. Hey Jimmy, I kind of credit general. When Jimmy was off no be catch when Jimmy it won't tell say also out there says also when Jimmy the kind of credit actual. Also no sano don't have the any right. Or no sano such an useless person like him don't have right to attack any tribe in this country. Yes, only right. So bet me attack a tribe be or man we only that right only to me no. Ono sa no oka yenka no no we papa chen ye na santefo no ono ate wo sa abua bi no we papa chen ye na santefo no masa oka tie kodi kasa koka no ma bi a oh ebi okura no wo de kame hu se won tan santefo se obi wo ha wa ba wo man we mu na Ghana fo no mutu kwan kwa buru kire mu nyina na kansa akro mu okasa no hey Mr. Nonsense man masa ubu nwa ebebu umu nwa edebe ma na lady bia ba respond to no yin ni say lady no na punch is part of the avano no but no ntin komo we emra we as wagimi we wagimi akwanya bi na wanya dia be di sofo enu that no mean say we sofo no wagimi wo na wo sofo kra no so wagimi me ka tira because unjimi ya ontena kwasa bi na semfa nyiri
se ope asofo ani buo ewo won ho ebuo ewo won ho a na eye Dr. Lawrence Tetteh yeyi miensa a obewo mu bi ope osofo a na Ghana for dodo na eje ne nwosra edi a ye ka sofo Lawrence Tetteh a na oka ho bi nanso sese de minhu anka baby anka wanyini aduruwe mu na twase nka ebuo no mom no ekosoro nanso baby a waye ne nyamedum
se nipa bi wa wo nyini ana wo jimi ana wonim ye se abebi bi wa na so ti nipa bi wa wo nyini mom na ojibi ba akwa bi ana mre no ko di wa se me hye ba we di ojibi ba anye easy
akoduri ana odi ekwe no afi na nibuo no eso ate eya na eyemi ya se ebimu kasa na yɛde Dr. Lawrence Tetteh afra yanom eso doctor de nanka yanom abrabɔ wɔn abusu sem kasa enima bia nka wɔn kanka ɛho ente no anka yɛ kan anka yɛ nka no ɛnka ho bi because obu ne ho na papa edie na asie sese wɔn nsɛm na wo keka no ɛntɔ asom mɛpa wotwo enjeni group no misrew enjeni group no na group no omudin asɛyɛ wie obegya ne puppet so a wɔka abususɛm okogyina television station so a ɔka abususɛm nsɛm bi ebefiri n'anum ababia no ɛyɛ abususɛm kasa papa me de na wɔn ɛkeka te sɛ miami hu sɛ ubie wa no ɛka saa
ɔkɔmɔ ho because ye won from so kasa ho say ye kasa bi wa within common from so we are there our plan because we're reading more about nonsense. He knows what he is saying and he understands anything that he is doing and only on another side. But who Jimmy now, Jimmy on my side, who saw the bow papa side high yawa. I wait to attend why Jimmy said we see Jimmy Pebia. What about high yawa? To be a being a Juma, none Juma me can't say. Maybe that be American. Another time I was talking to someone and I made him say, Ghana had it. Kasa, a ye kasa, a dikan. Epa, who say Kasa was say, in your idea to me dikan ye, we say Angere, English. But we English free, which mean kind you trim free. Because nipper 10 is ya, it will come chia, and your nipper munumi and send you more, or more better, Kasa no ase. Send the English no so etiano. They say Ghana Caribbean will alcohol and say, oh, Cambro for you to me no one casa. What I say? Likewise with the way I did no AC etiano to only do your way and he understand anything be a can be about. And be man what this side.
Kasa no. Nipa bu pa papa. Enyansafo follow pa papa. Ti mesrew se twitwa ne ma bi so. Na kasa sabe tafrache ugina eye UTV kan se obi free ni kuro so na obestablish TV station and radio station a onka enkran kasa na sabe papa enkran kasa no wono ka eboa wo kura na ade na wo no wanfa enkran kasa anka bet o kan brofo yempeu Ghana no eye kasa mienu eye English ena twi no enye se kumase nko an bet bie eka ho aka no ka ho kwaw eka ho enfante eka ho asante achem eka ho achem eka ho mountains akuapem eka ho enti akan kasa no ana mese kasa no eso adominate Ghana oba Zimbabwe a omo kasa bebre but omo kan English no mo aka shona eso kasa doso South Africa omo kan Zulu ena English ye wo kasa bebre ho bet satu
Wo ti wo nya kwada o atukwanyo eye ewiase ewuduru stage bi na se wo jimi a unhu obehu na wa jimi hwe wo ni bibi aje ba kwen ha Ghana afo ne se wo bi jimi ya ka che se wo nua wo jimi eye den because didn't they say ka che papa panyini mu se papa panyini mu na wa jimi ente no nti ya da bi wa jimi ye e wasa kwada ye no ye wasa bi a me ba wanya 3 years e wasa wo ye no eno na panyini a wanya be 40 something to 60 to 70 na wo pesa wo ye me ba ne ya me ka che se ja jibie no wo pesa me ka che wo se janyansa sem na da bi ja jimi no jimi ye wo ye no you are inciting war, ideological war. Sa ntokwa bi na domahene eni asantefo ahya ase no wo pese bo wuram wo ho e me no so be conversation na you discuss about it. Jimmy what tell radio no so no mining koye no wa hunu yansa anka kokofo bra mo bre say nonsense wa hunu e no anka. You are very stupid pastor. They cannot credit a cherew. Se wo ye Nyankopon nipa da ben na ye mu bi ye adui ma Nyankopon. Ye so ye Nyankopon nipa. But my adwene say mo de nokora e frɛ no nokore no mo fa bi nya adwuma and one nam the name of Christo sum wabeshe Christo sumachi edi Jimmy. Most of our Ghanaian pastors ni Jimmy bebre most bebre na Jimmy because wabeshe in the name of do not touch your anointed. No mo di misleading crofo all because of your software. Tamu Jimmy na mu Jimmy wo mo that side hono de o betuma Jimmy ko ma me fo no mo son crofo so ba the bow father side ha na yawa obeje e be bupo asum left to right center am feel say ampa ma Jimmy I am so because me nya santini but such words in the engine tum and a Jimmy yes where Jimmy enti ya me krokro ya me krokro what you say now lady B ababa respond to one yin enim no tell the way you be oba Yeboah ya MC Yeboah abedi nkomo eti nkomo no bra.
The definition of nonsense. Nonsense refers to words. Oh,
Nyabutre. About me chinyatwom. Can't you wait? Man with the reason why it means developing say. Obi ya de na onye ni ya e wo de. Onye ni ya itimi ka kire no. E na de onye ni ya e wo say when e wo say to Yeboah asema no asem we mu. On where ya where he's ready said the baby obegina no. Fama no na ye koyanim.
Nonsense refers to words, statements and ideas that don't make sense
as it
or don't follow any logical meaning.
As it.
You see, that is such a tribalistic comment. Let's not even joke about it.
And yes, summarizing anything that he said on that word, you know, is nonsense. Because nyase woman ye de he ni nuanom kanfo bia na me no mudi nkomo so mo se fa akwase akwane mfa ho adwene ye no abekon ye kasa de amaye. Masa ebi tse me kasa ye sahwi na waka akire me se obi te bibieni obi te anwaso obi te bekwai obi tu yoso obi te akontomra debiso bozan dwenase ene asafo boakon asanso kitwa ne kese mu sa krokro ni nyina ya metwa mu nyina ya sayifo obi ti sa eyanum na se won kan anawonti ya ogofo bebiri omoti wo kasa nkwa kan omonte. They have lived there for almost 30 years. They pray obi kura be wono ha e ope we ye ne twese on pese obeka e ye ne star etianu nti e ma nipa kro ne ye den masa go and sit down ye mu kwa na mo okuro why ye mu kwa na mo kasa ye nyina ye wo bi obia nipa da sani bia na oni kasa nipa da sani bia na ono oni the local director no so ye wo ne tum. You are talking too much of late we ni ye bia expose you and so wu so okwasea and I would see any free Jimmy in some person be suade and tiam. Bible say Jimmy batabo fra kuma identia ba na why e to na be between batapa yin so akuma tintia ba so be why.
In as much as say your person you're promoting can, it doesn't mean that we can talk down on other people's languages. It is very tribalistic.
We never talk down.
Oh, much now the meaning of nonsense. It means say something that doesn't have any logical meaning. Are you trying to say one more kasa won bemu, omo kasa wo dagbani mu, omo kasa wo pepe kasem, omo kasa wo all the other languages, those languages doesn't have any logical meaning because they are not speaking Ga? Is that what we are saying? Yes, we would want to promote the Ga language, right? But it doesn't mean that we should talk down on other languages. So sabio obin to me be station na won kan chane station na wa be in Krahan to won kan kanya. It is nonsense and must stop. How then are you even going to make omo woman kan cry no kasa ne be ye o makono aka so omo kasa omo be sua kra na omo kra ma kabi. So won said anything. And from such a spiritual leader and opinion woda edoma no sa no sa kasa ne de ono so no, it must stop. Because if you want us to promote the Ga language, which I get it, but even you yourself, you are not practicing what you are preaching. You stand on your podium and you preach in English. You go for interview, Uka Brofo. I don't know. Meaning, sorry, there. Maybe there may be videos that we are not privy to.
Outreach.
It's in the outreach is near your corner. Oko voter region. Obako can cry one. That is exactly what I'm trying to say. Accra na wo krampo no also for penny un kan kan yo bro fu na wo kan So yes, we get it that you would want a lot of people to speak the Ga language, especially when they are in Accra. You understand? And it is nice, fair. But then if you try to communicate it in such a way and say this nonsense must stop, sana LGBTQ by we post channel with him in an assassin. Because Abaya Abasunu, you are friendly to the government. So post channel with him in an assassin. But what was the difference when the Akufo-Addo was in power? What was
I know with your kind of Jimmy Sam and intimate sugar could see be and farmer no to suit him that be. The we are so big and no one will be try. Would you any young summer could be trying young some so did Jimmy by there was said the man pepper penna bomber be answered to Akoso. MCI one of your Casa be Anjo to send a baby bomber be answered to Akoso. As was JCB Sunday Bishop Macra. Bye bye.